Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2021 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what we call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Then we'll look at some oracle cards to get some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Tarot Sexual Magic. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Prince of Arrows. So this is actually the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot, which is your card. So, to me, especially given that we do see Cupid, the name Cupid or ever on this card, I feel like this is saying that most likely you guys actually, the term that comes to mind is shoot your shot. So you might have expressed your feelings to this person in the past. Could have even been during Mercury retrograde, but that's what I'm definitely seeing there. It looks like you guys communicated your feelings toward them. Past energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So I do have to say this is Libra energy here, but I could see this playing out two different ways. For one, given that this is the energy they brought to the connection, could just be saying that for some of you, they might have still been going through a heartbreak from another connection unrelated to yours. Or this could just be saying for some of you, this might say that when you did express your feelings to them, they might have let you know that it wasn't reciprocated. But either way, it definitely looks like they were going through, some harsh energies in the past. All right. Present position on your side, we have oppression. So this is the equivalent of the tower in traditional tarot. So to see this come up here does at least make me feel like it's more likely that it was that second storyline, which is to say that, chances are you guys might have expressed your feelings to this person and they might have declined, to take you up on that offer. We do see the stormy waters in the background, right? We see the lightning, and if we look at her facial expression, she definitely doesn't look too happy either. So I feel like this is saying that this is you guys, maybe just two terms come to mind with this. One is abandoned ship, which means that, right, you took a chance to let them know how you felt, and they let you know that those feelings weren't reciprocated. So you could just be trying to put the connection behind you. But the other term that comes to mind is two ships passing at night, too. So for those of you where it was just one of those things where they were going through a heartbreak from another connection, it could have just been a timing situation where, you might have come forward to them, and because they were still dealing with their own tumultuous emotions, they might not have been able to reciprocate at the time. All right. In the present position on their side, we have a few cards that came up. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Knave of Swords, equivalent to the Page of Swords, Nine of Wands, which is Leo energy, Sagittarius energy, and Knight of Chalices, Pisces energy. So a little bit of everything going on here. This is, let's see, we have Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. So they're going through all kinds of stuff right now. But what comes to mind looking at these cards is I feel like this is them kind of trying to build up the confidence to reach out, but then possibly talking themselves out of it. Because with the Knight of Pentacles, that's the slowest moving of the nights. So I feel like this is them saying, all right, I'm going to do it. Today's the day I'm going to do it, right? And with the Knave of Swords energy, they might just kind of, start to overthink it and feel like they can't come forward. Nine of Wands is a very guarded defensive energy as well. Now with the Knight of Chalices, it's possible for some of you they will actually come forward and communicate. That feels a little iffy though, just because it looks like there's so much scattered energy here. Otherwise you'd see a couple of night energies and you say, oh yeah, for sure they're going to come forward. But it seems like the energy is so scattered. I'd say maybe 50-50, maybe even less than that. That's what I'm seeing there. All right, future energy on your side. We have the Queen of Coins. So this is Capricorn energy. For you guys, that's your 8th house, so it could just be pointing to intimacy and increase in that. But also we see what looks like some financial security that you guys are going through. Could be one of those traditional things, right, where because you made a love offer to the person, they didn't reciprocate. You might have just decided to throw more of your energy toward your work lives, and you could be experiencing some success there. It looks like you're definitely in a much more stable, positive energy in the future, though, which is definitely a good thing to see, given that we see the tower in the present. But I feel like this is saying that this might be a shift in focus for you guys. But at the same time, if we look at her facial expression, she's kind of looking over her shoulder a little bit towards the cards on that side. So I feel like this is saying that, you might still be open to the possibility of having something with this person, but at the same time, I feel like you're good either way, which is a good place to be in general. So that's what I'm seeing from you. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Six of Chalices. So this is the Six of Cups energy, which usually points to reconciliation traditionally. And of course, we do see here, it looks like she's staring at, kind of looks like a painting, but to me, this makes me think of someone looking back at old photographs of a situation, right? So I could see this playing out a couple of different ways. One could just be saying, again, they might just think themselves to death about, oh, it'd be so great if I could reconnect with Gemini, but then again, we see her back turned to the cards on your side. So to me, that points to them not actually reaching out. So I feel like similar to what I was saying with the energy in the present, where they just might live this out in their heads. Um, for some of you, this could just be saying, where, like I was saying, for those of you, if they were getting over a previous connection in the past, this could represent them still being hung up on that connection from the past. But either way, say it probably wouldn't make too much sense to wait around on them to make a move anytime soon. Like I said, for some of you, they very well might, and we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix too. But kind of feeling like this person might still have some other stuff going on. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the King of Staves. So this is actually Leo energy here, and what always stands out to me is thinking about the northern hemisphere. Anyway, when we get to Leo season, that's the peak of summer, and then here if we look at those trees, there's not much life to them, right? Which makes me think of like that more of a fall feeling. So could just be saying that this is a situation that you've had feelings for them for a while, but you could just feel like the passion is dying out a bit. So, this is still Leo energy though, which for you guys is your third house communication. So there might be openness to communication there, but I feel like as time goes by with less interaction from them, you might feel like, okay, the feelings might be dying out some. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Knave of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands energy. Seeing this, it is possible that maybe they will reach out. If that's the case, I wouldn't necessarily expect to see that until Leo season, given that this is fire energy here. But, I will say, given the scattered energy that we do see from them in general, this Knave of Wands energy could point to them coming forward. But again, I still necessarily wouldn't hold my breath for that. We'll see. Like I said, maybe the Oracle cards will add an extra element. But first, we'll see if we can get anything from the Aqua Moonlight Oracle deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what we're looking for is some jumpers. First, we'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll just move on to the next deck, but occasionally we get extra messages here. All right, nothing coming up there, so we'll see if we get any from them to you now. Oh, got one there. Okay. Oh, two technically. That doesn't want to go back in either. So let's see what we got. Okay. Well, this one was the first one. All right, we have moving on. It says, all right, won't focus, but there we go. It says, I feel like we both need to go our separate ways for a while. So, yeah, at the very least, that seemed like the energy that they were in the past, where, like I said, we clearly see if you came forward to them and expressed your feelings, it doesn't look like they were on the same page as you. Um, could be the way it continues in the future, too. I did say that I was getting the feeling that I wouldn't necessarily hold my breath waiting for them to come around, but that's what we have there. Let's see everyone. Okay, then we have heart. I love you. So, yeah, take your pick. So, like I said, for some of you, it's possible that they totally will come forward. Others of you, I wasn't really picking up on that vibe at all. So, there you go. A contrast and even oracle cards, too. But hopefully, some of that resonated with you. And lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck, too. And just looking for one card here to only wrap up. Okay, got one. All right. You guys got Serendipity. There's the artwork, and the number is 18. Okay, it says opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. The Oracle's message: you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So definitely a pretty positive message there, and reading that message did make me think of that Queen of Coins energy we see for you guys in the future. But the relationship message says Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. So, again, another pretty positive message there. And again, I feel like if anything, that emphasizes what I was feeling, which was to say that, even if it ends up being this person, because for some of you it says, it could be someone already in your life, whether it's them or someone new, the main energy I was feeling was like this is not really someone that you want to just wait around for, because it looks like they have a whole lot going on either way. But kind of weird reading, but hopefully it resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.